We've recently been working on the interior of the FJ Cruiser, specifically in the rear cargo area. In part one, we addressed the interior lighting situation. We changed out the bulbs of the dome lights for some bright amber LED ones. We also added these little bougie LED lights that you can't really see right now, but at nighttime, trust me, they look pretty good. But by far the best mod of that lighting package was this little guy right here. It's a little touch LED light that fits nice and neatly up underneath the little back ledge that you have here on the back window, and it's removable. It can come down, and I've already ordered another one. So now that we've got the lighting taken care of, it's time to work on a little organization. For the longest time, I've just kind of rocked this plywood wrapped in some outdoor carpet, little shelf that I made to just kind of cut it out to fit, and then it's kind of notched around the subwoofer there. And then I got these nesting boxes. This was kind of a popular thing a long time ago. They were pretty expensive for just little plastic boxes, but you can see they fit perfectly under there. However, we're not very organized in here. I got just a bunch of crap that I just threw in. So today we are going to utilize these rear window areas that you can't see out of anyway when you're driving. And we're gonna put some MOLLE panels up there so that way we can organize our gear a lot better. So here is the little MOLLE panel kit. We got it off of Amazon and it's pretty inexpensive. Link down in the description. But essentially what happens is these amazing instructions kind of tell you what to do, but we're gonna have little MOLLE panels so that way we can attach all different types of accessories and bags and things like that to keep things more organized. So in this video, basically, I'm just gonna show you step by step of how I install these MOLLE panels to the rear windows, and I'm gonna show you a couple ways that I'm thinking about putting some bags in there and how I'm gonna organize my gear, and maybe you can find something useful from it. So these MOLLE panels come in two sections. There's the driver side or the left side, and then the passenger side or the right side. Now you'll notice this has kind of got an interesting situation because my FJ has a subwoofer in here and that came factory. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to be keeping it permanently, but more on that in another video. So like we saw earlier, these instructions are pretty intuitive and they're awesome. They're colored. So we're gonna start by removing the screw from the clothes hanger holder thingy in the back. And then it looks like they just want us to install the little bracket here. Now, I don't understand why you wouldn't just go ahead and just put the thing together and then hang it up. So I think I'm gonna jump ahead to this step and put it all together first and then unscrew the pieces and then just put it up there in one piece. We'll see how that works. So the kit comes with all the hardware and the tools that are needed for this job. So you really don't have to have any power tools. But here are the screws and washers and the things that are going to connect these two pieces together. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. So now that we have our first bracket together, we shall make our way inside the car now and take a little screwdriver and pop open that little trim, whatever you call this little thing. And we're going to remove that 10mm screw. And we're also going to take this thing off too. Boom. Now we're also going to remove the little tie down points here, taking out that little 10mm and that little 10mm from these little things. Now this is going to be the attachment points for our bracket. Now the next step wants you just to take these little spacers and just kind of screw them into the body right here. So that way when you put up a panel, it has a spot to attach to. But I'm not fond of seeing the frame, like the blue underneath there. I think it kind of looks a little janky. So what I did on this side is I went ahead and attached those little pieces back, or I screwed the spacer through the little attachment bracket and then just tightened it and snugged it up as far as I can. Now the only issue is these little screws on the sides of the spacers are only so long, and so part of it was actually taken up As you can see, part of it is taken up by that bracket, but I feel like I'm willing to risk it for now, and then we'll just kind of play it by ear from there. So we're just going to put that back in, and I mean, I get a few good solid turns, and I mean, that's pretty sturdy. So now, using the same bolt that goes through and holds the little clothes hanger hook, we're going to thread it through the clothes hanger hook and then through our MOLLE panel, just like that. And you can see there's two holes right there because there's a hole and then there's a spot where the clothes hanger kind of fits through, just like that. Man, it'd be nice if this thing was black. All right, so now we've got it attached up here. I didn't tighten it down super duper duper tight because I wanted to make sure we can kind of finagle it into position. But now we're just going to add back the factory bolts into the spacers and then get this thing all buttoned up so that way we can do the subwoofer one. Boom, panel installed. Now we just need to go back and tighten up these three little screws. But that was definitely the play, y'all. Putting it together first, loosely, and then getting it up there, I think potentially a little bit easier than having to attach this and then move it up. But you know what? To each his own. And I think it looks great so far. So let's get these tightened up and then we'll transition over to the subwoofer. Now, before I transition to the subwoofer one, I did want to point something out that I noticed when I was shopping for this initially. I was a little worried about it, but let me show you real quick. If you can see on this installation, you can see what I'm talking about. The original hardware stuck out really far and it was silver, and I did not like that look at all, and I was contemplating, well, I might want to go ahead and paint the hardware because I'm just a stickler for aesthetic. But all of the screw heads or the bolt heads are one, black, and two, they're pretty low profile. And you can see that is the case here. After I just tighten them down, they don't kind of stick out like a sore thumb. It blends in pretty nice with the factory, except for those silver spacers, which might get a hit of black paint at some point in time, just like that little hook right there. All right, so now officially on to the subwoofer. I feel like I've removed this thing like 6 or 7 times here in the past couple videos, but it is super easy. Let me show you real quick again. This panel pops off. 3 screws have to come out. This clip gets disconnected. Then these 4 Allen screws come off. This cover then pops off, exposing a 10mm screw back in that hole and another 10mm screw back in that hole. Now we can just pull it out. Just like that. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I've never really been too fond of the subwoofer in the FJ Cruiser. There was a point in time where I liked my music loud, but now that this beard has gotten a little bit more grayer, I could really care less because I'm constantly rocking out to little kid songs instead of what I want to listen to. So space in the FJ Cruiser is very, very limited and hard to come by, especially when you got a big old subwoofer sitting right in here when there is just premium real estate to add a couple other things. So stay tuned to the channel because I have an idea for a couple videos down the road where I think we're going to address the subwoofer area. But back to the install for the subwoofer side panel. It says to kind of assemble it in the same way, to do the bottom bracket first, and then do the top bracket, and then merge them together. I think I'm just going to put them all together in one piece like we did before and just wing it. So we have the panel assembled completely. Like I said, the instructions want you to like put this piece up and then put the subwoofer back and then put that piece and then connect them. But you know, instructions. Anyway, so remember you got to take off the clothes hanger hook just like we did before, and then now using the same hardware, I'm going to hang this back up with the clothes hanger screw and the little clothes hanger hook, and then I'm gonna have to get the subwoofer back on, but I'll show you it hung up there before that. All right, so there it's hung up before we've installed the subwoofer back. So we're gonna have to put the subwoofer back, and it's going to kind of push and connect these little things right here and lock them down. But I haven't tightened down the other bolts yet. And I understand why you want to put it in sections, because it does make it a little bit easier when maneuvering it around. You know, I just like to be different. So now we're gonna get the subwoofer, put it back on. So the screws are back in, let's put our cover on. Cover on. Now we just need to attach those 4 screws back. Got the screws back in, panels on, covers back on. Let's tighten this down. All right, there you have it. The install is complete. And these things, they're pretty solid. They're in there. Now what? What are we gonna use these things for? Well, let me show you real quick what I'm thinking. Now, there is no right way and there's no wrong way to attach things for accessorizing MOLLE panels, but the actual kit came with these 2 brackets here, and this one is a pretty big one, pretty heavy duty. That might be good for like fire extinguisher, or it might be actually have a skinny fire extinguisher, but it might be good for, I don't know, maybe like an axe or hatchet or something. And then it's got this little small one, which who knows what you could use for, maybe like a fishing rod or something like that. But if you couldn't tell, I like to fish, and here's my setup, and I like to kayak, and you've seen the kayaks up here, I'm sure. So I like to be organized, and I like to have my stuff where I can get it. And when I'm out camping and kayaking and fishing, it'd be nice to have, you know, a better place than just a big drawer. So I picked up these little MOLLE panel bags, and they have the little attachment points here on the back. And I like the idea of being able to throw a patch on there. And they have all kinds of different assortments of patches that you can get or order for like first aid or whatever. But I was thinking about using a couple of these for like charging cables to keep back there. Maybe use one for stakes for when we are camping. I need some stakes for putting tarps down or our tent. And then just a couple other different things with the small one. Now the 4-pack is one little set that I got. And then they had these like long ones, and I thought, man, these would be perfect for like a bunch of maybe some soft plastic lures, or do y'all remember, you know, maybe some kind of little light that might need a home in the back of the FJ. So I was thinking that would be perfect for different little camp lights and things that could all go in one of these packs. And this was a 2-pack that came with a couple of America patches and then some carabiners. So I'm gonna throw a couple things together and just give you an idea of like what I'm thinking right now. All right, so I just threw some stuff together. So here we are inside. And basically, I just kind of got like a little, I don't know, what do you call it, like a bug out fly fishing setup. So I have a little Tenkara rod that's in here, and I use one of those brackets, and that's pretty snug. I also have like some little charge cables and little portable battery banks in there. And then here's where the my little fly tackle box is located inside there. I just left them unzipped so that way you can kind of see what we're rocking with. And then I put the hemostats and some clippers out on the front of there as well. And then over here we got one of the big bags, and something I do not like is that the clips are freaking backwards. Like, what is that? So it's like when you try to clip it in here, you can't cinch it down. So I'm gonna end up having to cut the little tab right there, flipping this buckle around, and then re-sewing that up or burning the end, or just not even worrying about it and just cinching it down. But I do like how the setup is on this one. It's got a bunch of little spots on the outside and on the top. And inside here, I have some headlamps and our little light that goes right up underneath there. And we'll just zip it all back up. Y'all, I think this little mod turned out great, and I'm really excited about all the different variations and modifications that I can make within the little system for the different types of adventures that I'm going on. And speaking of adventures, thank you for watching me rig my ride for my adventure, one mod at a time.